Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be previewing how every single Chinese team could win VCT Champions. Now I said this about the Pacific one, but I think this is the most, this one has the most stretches out of all of them. Obviously, EDG does have a decent chance at going on a run here, but the other two teams, not so much. So maybe I can convince you that they could go on a run, but we'll, we'll just have to see. All right, so we'll start here with the most likely team to win out of all three of these teams, EDG, who I think this is just a pretty simple like list of I think three things that I have here. They just need to continue on their current trajectory. I guess that isn't really a thing, but they've improved every event since Champions 2021 or 2022, sorry, and I think they just need to keep doing that. Just continue working on not overheating as much, like peaking just randomly in 3v1s and whatnot, just trying to get the kill. Even though sometimes them running it down as three people on the last guy works actually pretty well. Um, they need to keep the individual form they've shown, but it really has never been a problem for this team. I think you've had some poor tournaments from Smoggy, but that's like a maybe. And I guess Haodong hasn't been exactly a dominant player, but Chichu and Kangkang have been amazing at every event they've been to. Nobody has been a really good player, especially at Tokyo. So as long as they keep up their individual form, I think this team should be perfectly fine to, at worst, go on a run. All right, and then next up we have BLG, who most people won't be familiar with considering they've never made an international event. Um, but yeah, they're gonna need. I don't know how exactly to pronounce this guy's name. Um, Wizzy is gonna be my best attempt at it. But he's gonna need to play like a top three duelist in the world, um, for them to even have a shot at getting out of groups, in my opinion. Um, if he plays better than that, I think they might be okay. They'll also need some other individual step ups across the board, like one or two players, but don't exactly know who those would be, because I've only watched a few games of them. So we'll just have to see. I'd like to say that I am a little bit more familiar with them than most people, since most people probably haven't watched them. But they're not I'm not super familiar with any of their players or anything. Um, they just need to. I mean, this is going to be a theme for this video, um, but they're going to need to fix their overheating issues. I think they weren't quite as bad as FPX with that, but they were not great as most Chinese teams are. But I think if they can fix that, they can kind of consistently win more rounds and be able to maybe take some games off Zeta and then maybe Energy to qualify into playoffs. And then we'll just have to see from there. Maybe they go on a run and keep improving like Zeta did. And now our last team, FPX, who I alluded to a little bit earlier, we're the worst team with these overheating issues that a lot of Chinese teams have, and maybe some Pacific teams have, just with the aggressive play style that they have. Um, I think Yuka needs to become a superstar duelist. I know he wasn't playing it. I don't think. Oh no, he was playing the Killjoy for this map, but this was back at Lock-in because I couldn't find highlights for their regional games because I don't know, people didn't watch them as much as the other ones, which kind of makes sense because China's new. Um, yeah, and then they just need to get some of that EDG juice where they improve a lot between events. I think that's definitely possible, but I don't think they're really going on a run to win. That being said, I think it's more likely that this team wins than BLG wins, even though Wizzy, again, I don't think that's the correct way to pronounce that, but it's my best attempt. Um, he's a very good duelist, but I don't love the individual skill of the rest of the team. I think this team is more balanced as a whole and has more of a chance of everybody starting to pop off. Also, they've been to an international event before, so there shouldn't be as many nerves as BLG might have. All right, so that's gonna be the end of the video. A bit quicker of a video since two of these teams are probably not making it out of groups. But let me guys know what you thought in the comments below. How far do you think these teams will go? And I'll see you guys in the next one for either my top 10 or my hot takes review video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.